until the game starts.
Okay. This is a really fun matchup, though, that we have. Oh, I didn't fix my fucking macOS audio capture. 1 second. I need to get my iPad so I can look at chat, too. I'm underprepared. And then I should post the link in so that I can... Okay.
Actually get viewers? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm going to post the link, then I'm going to grab my iPad. Then we'll talk about this matchup we have on our hands today.
Yeah, well, you do that. We're Thanks Gaming versus Arson, which is a really hard matchup for both teams here. Thanks Gaming is one of the best teams. Actually, now the number one
Secret Tech
rated
versus
team in the
Arson.
league. What?
Secret Tech versus Arson, AJ.
Why did I say Thanks Gaming?
I have no idea.
God damn. I was thinking about the Secret Tech roster, and I still said Thanks Gaming. I was like, in my mind, I was picturing Monkey and Radis and everything.
Yeah, on Thanksgiving. Alright.
Yeah.
Gonna grab my iPad.
Anyway, that's why I said Thanks Gaming is because they actually just dropped from first place in the league to second place. Meaning Secret Tech is now the first place seed in the league.
True.
Against Arson, which I think are like top. I think they're fourth or something, third.
Yeah, and I just got 12 DMs from Radis, so.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're getting everything started. That's good.
So let me. He said, "Where G? Where R?" So I think Rat wants to queue it.
Yeah, I think so.
I have to check back in on Arson here, but do you have maybe any thoughts on this matchup? We have Arson with the roster of Quality, Volley, and Budwolf. As always, Pixel, someone we've seen with them with a lot of times. We have When It Rains, someone I haven't seen before. So, curious to see. I think that will be filling the support role for them.
I think that's actually going to be a really interesting game. Normally, I'd favor Secret Tech here, as I always have in the past, but considering there's some roster changes and also some issues inside the team, I think that they might have a bit more trouble in this game, especially considering they're against a really good team. But I also don't know on the side of Arson if they're going to have any issues in that regard as well.
Yes, certainly. Why no Underdunk? Because AJ had work, so he decided not to play it, and then this league match just happened to be on the same day. So that would be why no. Oh, also, I wasn't able to find a pickup stack, so I had to cast. Oh, no.
Yeah, anyway. He tried to do everything in his power not to show up for Radis.
That's true. It's true. Well, Rat doesn't deserve it. But anyway, I will say this is a very, very exciting match. Potentially one of the matches to watch of all of the Zygarde League in total. So exciting to have it being covered, especially with the lack of coverage in a lot of the matches recently. Good to get this one. A huge matchup on the stream. Looks like both teams are ready here, so I think we'll start it off. And I'm curious to see what you may expect from these bans before you mute up once we get into the game, probably. What do you expect from these bans, though? One last thing.
Hopefully we see some target bans. Hopefully not on Greedent this time. And we actually see some more target bans, maybe on Zorg, because Radis Zorg, or maybe even a Leafeon target ban from a Volley. Not from a Volley, but onto a Volley.
Yeah,
would be really good. Something that shows that these teams are prepared for each other.
Are they allowed to use emblems? I have no idea. Probably.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Because it's pretty hard to enforce.
Yeah, it's just the state of competitive right now is that it's just, if you don't use emblems, you're cool.
Okay.
If you do, whatever.
Something really interesting. We have only 2 bans from Arson, banning Blissey and Latios, and we do have the Leafeon target ban that you were talking about, as well as a Clef ban.
Yeah, that's good. I like to see though. I would wish that last ban maybe they decided on banning Zork or something. Maybe they didn't talk about it beforehand, and they kind of got in to draft, and they were like, "Whoa, oh."
Yeah, for sure. 1 pick on the Charizard for Arson. Really, really interesting to see. We haven't seen a lot of priority go into this Charizard pick since the map shift up. But it hasn't been changed to... Actually, it did get some nerfs. But so since the nerfs and the map change up, we haven't seen much. And they first picked the Charizard, which gives Suicune Snorlax over to Secret Tech. Secret Tech's draft looking really, really good here. Evoli not even able to play that comfort pick in the Leafeon. We'll see what she ends up picking up. She picks up the Hoopa, I think, probably to swap over unless she's going to play support, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But we also had Quality locking in the Charizard, which is very strange, as he's normally the tank. So we'll see what, maybe orientation is somewhat weird here or I just got pinged. Maybe there's some sort of redraft or something. They had a crash. Yeah, it looks like. Okay. Let me ask. Do you need trust? Okay, I asked about whether we need a redraft or a remake. Here. Don't know what. When the game crashed, maybe it was someone who wasn't too important to the draft phase, but I believe we'll probably get a redraft here. Okay, so it was probably that Charizard pick that ended up being a mistake. Which isn't too surprising to me. Very weird choice of Mon. So I'm not surprised to see it being a redraft here. I do like the Secret Tech comp quite a bit. We'll see if they're able to get both those power picks and the Suicune Snorlax going into this next game. Or not, but of course we'll have to do a full redraft. So Radis DM'd me. We were supposed to be first pick, but I forgot that the setting isn't a thing in custom lobby. Okay, do you want to be first pick now? AJ, remind me of the rules. Secret Tech can choose side, right? They can just go first. Just to make sure I'm right on.
Yes, Secret Tech is first seed. Yeah, I can choose side.
So we had a little bit of a mishap in the draft there, having the wrong side for Secret Tech. Alrighty then. Looks like most of us are going to be in solid positions here. Waiting for Pixel to swap down. Yep. Waiting for Pixel to swap down to bot side here. Then we'll be able to get underway.
Actually, for this one, I can actually get in the lobby now.
Yo, that's fucking funny. Alright, come here.
What?
Nothing, it just took so long that you can get in the lobby. Shout out technical difficulties. Alright.
Shout out this game being bad. I'm loading it.
Okay, we're gonna wait 1 second for AJ to come into the lobby and cast with me here for game number 1. Huge win for the stream. And huge loss for me because now everyone's gonna like AJ instead of me.
Huge loss for you because you have to talk to me now.
Yeah. But big win for the stream because they don't have to listen to me alone. Do you think there are any underrated defenders right now? Good question. I think Lapras is pretty underrated right now and it's got a very solid place in the meta. Alright. As soon as you get in here, we're going to start it up. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm just going to go over quite fast, but if you don't mind taking us through this draft, I need to go for like 1 minute really quick. So. Okay, it doesn't look like AJ talked through the draft, but we have the Leafeon ban yet again. Psyduck, Clefable, same as before. This time they banned Suicune, Clefable, and Latios. Here, see if they do out to early pick that Charizard again, or maybe not. We'll see. IMAX who would win 1 billion lions or the Sun. I think it would be a stalemate. Onion. I think that the Sun would actually make it possible for the Lions to live, but unless the Sun is sentient, then I think the Sun would win. Oh, we've got Blaziken locked in for Pixel. Seems to be one of the few mons that he can comfortably lock in the jungle position. We've got Raichu for Monkey with the ball, probably the E-ball. And Monkey's very good with his balls, so this is going to be an exciting game to watch from him.
Okay, my apologies. That was some unfortunate timing. Right as you left, I was also finishing my food.
Oh, yeah. That's no problem. We've got Ho-Oh locked in. What do you think of Ho? Not something we see very much since the map shift, but...
I think it's a really interesting choice here. It's gotten nerfed a few times. I think its only role is either support or tank at this point. Its Ho-Oh carry feels very dead. So it's really nice to see that on tank, but in this matchup it seems kind of hard as they're going to get dove pretty hard, and it feels like if they get revived by Ho, they might just get one-shots once more by this Scyther or Zoro.
I will say, though, I do think I favor Arson's comp in this situation. Having to give away the Lax is a little bit tough, but the amount of sustain that they have here with this double all-rounder, as well as the Pikachu being able to potentially catch things, Ho-Oh to use Flamethrower probably to nerf the one-shot potential from the two speedsters, and then, if your carries don't get one-shot, they'll just out-sustain. So I definitely don't hate it. I think the draft can be good for their side. From Secret Tech, you really have to be running around everywhere, maybe play some macro well, try and get some more scores off. Something that I know Rat is very good at is that macroing around the map, trying to get these sneaky scores, scavenger type play style. Although not usually what he ends up going for on the Zoroark pick. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who is their tank player?
Oh, that's Ace.
I thought that's actually Ace. I thought Onion was subbing.
Onion
Is that Monkey?
couldn't sub right now. No, that's Ace. Onion is subbing
No,
for
is-
future league matches for them, but
No, is Monkey the Raichu?
yes, Monkey is the Raichu. Joltito is Jolitio is Monkey.
Yeah.
Smile. Jolitio Smile. How did I do? Monkey
That's great.
on that. Fragile.
Yeah, I do actually like seeing this Pikachu in bot lane. I would really like to see the Pikachu, obviously from the side of Arson, not the Raichu. The Pikachu that won't evolve. I would like to see it actually take a blue buff here, but it doesn't look like they're opting for that. As they're just heading in the spot side. Playing for these twins that spawn at the 940 mark. It does look like the Lax. Ace on the Lax will secure a lot of those. Very good job by Ace there.
Yeah, I believe he gets both pieces of farm. Big plays from Ace. They're playing up really far, and Monkey ends up getting that one. Eject button comes from Ace to live on this berry for a while, to take some more time. Doesn't end up getting the farm, will end up dying here and losing focus band, but it might end up being worth it, as we do see Monkey taking a lot of these farms, and it's going to be that level 5 Raichu before this first set of Bs. Even potentially level 5 Raichu with the time to go top lane if he ended up clearing that farm faster, but he does take the slow route. Probably will just be staying in this bottom path to try and gap the other Pikachu. And I'm going to turn camera over here to top. We have this Zoroark setting up for the Bs. Blaziken goes in with Blaze Kick. He's very preemptive. I think a little bit early on using some of his moves, and just gets caught really hard. Big misplay from the Blaziken. You know, he sells his team there, and now they're going on the invade with the Zoroark, trying to be counter-invaded from Arson. Blaziken goes for the dive. Ooh. But the trick is just enough to mean that the Evo
very
will
good trick there by Kaio on the Supa. Unfortunately, that might be the only good thing from him that you'll see today, but that was a once-in-a-lifetime good moment there from Kaio on that Hoopa.
Yeah, and something to note about Kaio on the Hoopa, that's the reason they're playing Trick, is because his whole Hoopa is just some complete dog shit, dog water asshole muck. So yeah, that's why we're seeing the Trick come out here. Don't let him fool you into thinking that he's a good player just because this Trick Hoopa isn't the worst thing in the entire world. Kaio might be some of the
everything
worst.
else is, yeah. As you saw that Astonish just missed terribly.
Yeah, one of the worst players to ever touch this league, for sure.
Actually statistically the worst player to ever get top 8 as sub.
Yo, maybe Jolteons. I mean, shit, we're on stream. I mean,
yeah, I don't think that's good.
I mean, we have these bees spawning with a 4-man from Arson in the top lane. Rat misses combo on the Shed Doll Blissey. What do you think about that, AJ?
I think that maybe that should be rewatched in his VOD review, for sure. As Arson has to push back a bit on their fire types here. Both that Blaziken and that Ho have to push back here. As this Blaziken getting chunked by this Snorlax, who's taking blue in their jungle, which is really great. Ace doing a lot of work here for Secret Tech. This is a really good pickup for them, actually, as Denify has just left the team. As they break top lane, it looks like Security is a bit tilted at Kaio for breaking with a much smaller over than Security had. Again, another Kaio moment, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't be mad at that from Kaio. That's probably the best math he's ever done in his life. So you really aren't. You really aren't going to be upset about that one. It's just sort of what comes with playing with the man, you know. So Security almost going in for an int, but actually ends up popping the full heal.
I mean, living there is buying a lot of time there, making them have to clear this lucky even longer, and getting even more points on the spot pad as it's 241-0 at this point. Very dominant game on the side of Secret Tech, because they have to play very aggressive here with both their speedsters and their and their Scyther, as their Scyther dives in, going in for the kill as Radis goes down on the Zoroark as they're wiping the team. But Ho-Oh gets Blissey ulted here, does not go down. And they're trying to look at the kill of Security, but Security getting out 1 HP on that Scyther, as we did not see a hoop ult there, as he probably just ticked it late. Would have been nice to see to try and get their Zoro out from danger.
Yeah, Blaziken gets his 40 cap, might end up dying for it here from the Scyther.
That is a good 40 points, though.
Good 40 points for sure. Notably in that fight, just back there, we saw Rat setting up really, really early in the AJ bush, your favorite one, and trying to take a favorable engage, but it actually ended up being a pretty bad fight for Secret Tech. They're giving some XP trade back with that fight.
Looks like they're trying to run it back again in the same place as Rat's going in, diving in, getting an ult off on the Pikachu. Pikachu going down, and then Pixel 1 HP on this Blaziken going down to an auto on the Zoro after he misses a combo. Trying to break this bob pad here is Radis and their entire Secret Tech team, as security in the top lane is just buying time and keeping them busy as well.
Yeah, definitely an IMAX maneuver from Secret Tech there. They said run it back, same place, and then they got the run back like I always do. So
yeah, they won the run back, unlike IMAX. So
I always do. So
no,
another cap, and this is what I was talking.
You get the run back, you just don't win it. Looks like a good Garchomp ult here, ejecting through the block. That was a really impressive block there from Ace, as Ace doesn't have Snorlax ult, but ejects away, just barely living here, getting that speed berry and getting out. That was a really impressive play
Dude,
as
I
well.
thought the Scyther was about to kill him, and then I realized. Good thinking by security, by the way, getting this 50 cap earlier while we were talking about that fight as well. This is what I would love to see from Secret Tech, and I've loved to see in this match so far, is they do have this situation for themselves where they're getting a lot of these caps in this macro, leaving them in a really strong positioning to take these fights, because these
for sure
these
that was
that they have
a pretty okay hoop ult. They were pretty much never going to secure that, but it makes it so they can't push that pad after securing that. However, I would like to see it used in a different way maybe in the future, but we'll see. As Rad is not able to take this red buff from the Blissey, kind of unfortunate there. I hope you caught that on stream.
I don't think I was, but I was too busy looking at the chat, which, by the way, hello, Wilsters.
Ooh, looks like Arson is pivoting up to this top Lecky here. They do have Blaziken for the secure and Garchomp for the rip, as it does get Raichu ulted, but unable to get it. The Raichu just getting tricked and getting out of there as the Blissey ult comes in on the Garchomp, but they're pushing this top head, trying to get some more points on the board as Ho-Oh takes down Monkey on that Raichu.
Yeah, Arson not being very arsenical, they believe that they can take this pad and push it up, and they do, and do just that in terms of what they're doing. Yep.
Yeah, you just said that. That was awful.
Fuck you. Big point lead of over 300, about to be 340 for Secret Tech. Very, very hard to come back on, especially after this new objective. Groudon is around. Going to be very difficult for Arson to claw their way back. They're going to need a lot of kills. They can't just get the objective. They're going to need to kill a lot of people, just like a serial killer.
Yeah, they're going to have to commit some arson here. They're
going to have to burn down this whole building of this game if they want to.
Maybe Groudon will be able to help them with that. We'll see, but they only have a level 11 Garchomp, which is really what's stressful, as it just makes their rip so much worse, as their Blaziken is good for secure, and they do really have to watch this home pad, as obviously just any caps will make this so much harder for them to become, for Arson to be victorious in this. But there's so many points raining in. That's 582 to 107, as the entire team of Arson is trying to collapse on these members of Secret Tech who are just getting out. Radis is trying to escape here, as he's hoopa-ported away. Very good hoopa-port by Kyle, just saving his team.
Yeah, and I'm sure he didn't think of that one himself. Definitely someone calling for him to.
We all know Radis or security called that for sure. As security gets volt tackled and Pika ulted, as Radis goes in trying to take it down this Pikachu that got the Blissey ulted, and Blissey going down as well as that Pikachu, while getting Ho-Oh revived at the same time. The Ho-Oh going in with the Garchomp ult, taking down security and Monkey, as Ace also goes down. This might be their shot. This is their only shot the entire game to come back from this deficit.
Big plays from Quality and Evoli, timing that together with the revive and the Garchomp ult, really making it so that the revive can go off without a problem. Now we're gonna have to see them push, and we're gonna have to see them go all the way to home pad and score more than 500 points with these Groudon buffs, which is gonna be quite difficult, especially when your Blissey goes straight into this Raichu and might get caught here.
I would love to see this Blissey not be alone up here in this top pad as they shed doll, but they're going to die. They're just delaying their death here. It's really unfortunate because this Blissey just not being with the team is really, really rough. As Monkey is actually able to steal that Groudon buff now for himself.
Yeah, unfortunate int from the Blissey there, not playing with the team and just walking onto that pad, forgetting that he doesn't have Ray Shield and that he actually loses if there's anyone there.
I don't know if anybody saw, but the Pixel with a good eject to kill security there with that overheat, as they're still pushing up here. It's only a 200-point difference. If they score 200 points, they are victorious here. With only 10 seconds remaining, can they do it? They are 130 points away from victory.
The only road here is if Radis goes in and ints and gives them 1,000,000 points. Yep. They should just be AFKing here for Secret Tech.
He's dancing on this pad. He knows they don't have enough points in their pockets to win, and Secret Tech comes up on top, almost inted it away though with that with all those deaths that they had.
Yeah, Secret Tech with a Goofy Goobers-esque game there. For sure.
No, we AFK'd after we got Greta.
If that was Rayquaza, they might have been in some trouble, but luckily...
definitely. Yeah.
The Blissey does not get their points in because of this Groudon instead of the Ray. You know, if they stayed with the team, that 100 points might have been enough to close it and put themselves in the lead.
I mean, it would have been. Look at the score.
Yeah. I did eye it up with my eyeballs.
You eyed it up? I'm eyeing it up.
I'm eyeing them up. Yeah.
Dude, shout out to Budwolf for that engage on the back foot of the Ho-Oh there. Right
Evo,
after...
you mean?
No. Budwolf's on the Pika, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let me fucking finish my sentence.
Mighty.
Jesus. Budwolf with he was able to Volt Tackle Monkey there, a Chunk Monkey, and then ult. And Monkey goes down eventually, and Chunks Rat really well. So they were able to win that fight and take Groudon after that.
Yeah, for sure.
Odo says hi.
Bro, Rat put R in our team chat.
Wow.
I think he's ready, guys. Guys, I think he's ready. We'll see when Evoli also ends up sending that ready up, that RR up. I'll make sure to say if we do anything to note between the draft or potentially some certain playmaking or things that you think could be changed from Arson here in this game number 2.
I'm not sure. Again, maybe like a Zoro target ban would be cool. They could even ban Raichu after that game. Raichu seemed very, very oppressive there, especially because it's one of the best attackers, if not the best attacker in the game. Very, very strong. As in chat, we see Monkey saying "C" in his Mexican manner of being ready.
Yeah, and he also says "poor favor."
Nope. Holy.
Yeah. Anyway, I should stream more of these Zygarde League matches. I forgot how many viewers this brings me. Shout out everyone in the stream. Awesome.
That's his only motivation, by the way. Thank you all for being here, because otherwise this would not get streamed. IMAX hates fun and hates all these people.
Yeah, I do. I do hate fun. I do hate everyone in this lobby right now, including my co-caster AJ Dragon, and I do hate Frigolito Smileface. So I'm gonna start this up here, and definitely gonna have an exciting match on our hands. Secret Tech, your bot side team this time around, maybe, or are they? I don't know if they end up changing hands on the side selection here. But both teams did put R, so they are both ready.
It's hard to tell with this new changes. I think Secret Tech is bot side just because they are left. Like Arson is left side, so I think they're top. But considering the fact that, yeah, okay, they are looking for this Blissey ban. They are blending Latios. What's the thought process, do you think, on that one?
on the Latios band, same as in number 1, and this Charizard from the first pick selection side, really interesting Pixel going off of its comfort to play Zard here, potentially because it's got a bit easier mechanics to pull off.
I mean, he seemed pretty well on the Blaziken their last game. Did pretty well with the eject to kill security at the end. But
yeah, certainly.
we do pull out that Armorage. I love the Armorage pick here into the Zard. While also leaving Leafeon up this time. As they did ban Duck. What do you think about this Latios ban? Like, I asked you and you ignored me. What was that about?
Yeah, Latios ban. I think they're just maybe haven't played so much since the new map, not understanding the scaling ness of Latios, making it a lot harder to play in this map, and not really played much by many teams here. Notably, we have no Leafeon ban. They banned the Suicune instead, and Evoli ends up still being able to take that, and a Comfey as well. Kaio on Backshot, man! And Rat on the Absol, and we have a Fire Spin build from this Armrouge.
Kaio's on his one of his classics, Machamp here. He loves to run in and yell backshots whenever he hits a good Machamp ult. He goes, backshots! So if you hear us yelling that, then you know why. As obviously we will hear whenever he hits a good ult. But it might be never, as it is Kaio.
Yeah,
so
yeah, certainly. And it is that EXP share on the Machamp. You know, so it's going to be that support Machamp coming out, and security going to be playing the Urshifu here. I wonder if it's going to be the top lane Absol or top lane Urshifu. I'm curious to see what we end up seeing here. Quality and Bud going with that Mewtwo Umbreon lane in the bottom path, going to match into Slowbro Armrouge. Not so sure about the early Slowbro pick, but I understand its implication is to counterpick upon the Charizard. You feel me?
Again, if Arson just takes this one game, it is a huge difference here, because Secret Tech haven't lost a single game in this league. So if they're able to just take one game off them, who knows? Maybe they will fall apart. Maybe they'll have a better chance at winning the set.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't seen Secret Tech.
It is a best of 5.
We haven't seen Secret Tech lose a single game. Actually, Secret Tech disbanded before they lost any games in the Zygarde League. So
True.
Really interesting. Of course, they agreed to finish out the league together, which is why we see them here today. But this team, unfortunately, is no more for the future. Very sad. It was quite a good team. But Arson, on the other hand, are raring to go for potential future after the Zygarde League.
Yeah, maybe they could pick up somebody from this team. You never know.
Yeah, a lot of loose ends here that are able to get picked up. Arson's still not 100% confirmed on a jungler or support player, I believe. What did you say?
God bless whoever picks up GGL Kaio. Oh, wait, for real? Yes. Yes, Secret Tech is gone.
Secret Tech is unfortunately dead. Just like... Oh, fuck, I don't know anyone with dead parents.
Man, Man, that would have been awful. You should have said, like, Batman or something.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good for sure. Like Batman's mom. Anyway, we have the Urshifu in the top lane, jungle on the Absol.
I do actually like this Absol gank into the Urshi lane. I don't think it's actually that bad of a play, especially with this support Machamp giving a lot of early game. As security goes in, just picking up that XP, as he knew Radis was going to gank early with that X attack, with that Absol gank, very strong early gank. But security walking up into this Charizard to insta-die. Very unfortunate there.
Yeah, and it was a big play from security to secure all those Zatus before Rat ends up coming, so that Evoli isn't able to get that evolution and is gonna die as a result. But Pixel having some unfortunate pathing in that first gank, he ends up pathing very slow and not able to help Evoli out earlier.
Big Solar Blade almost killing security there. Security really close to a level, could try and get this back bunny for an Evo here. I would like to see that happen here, as Kaio's just trying to play for some secure, just trying to pressure Evoli, as we do have Suicune on the Comfey with the Zard and Umbreon. Looks like the best Suicune targets here, and Evoli could follow up onto that with a nice Solar Blade.
Yeah, gonna have this Regidrago here in the middle in about 6 seconds. Look like Secret Tech are postured very well, whereas Arson not being able to set up for the Drago as their pad is getting dived by Radis on this Absol.
Radis
It's a
going
huge
in.
crit,
Pixel,
and the
Pixel
Sweet
tries to
Kiss!
live. Huge Sweet Kiss. From When It Rains. I don't know. Do you know if that's what they go by as When It Rains?
I have no idea, but that is the tag. I
Okay.
do not know anything else about this person. It is someone who
That
I
was, that
believe
was a
is
really good
filling
jump
or
on giving
trying
the
out.
shield. Saving their Charizard by giving that shield and then the Sweet Kiss to pick up that kill was really huge there. As Reigns pulls off another Sweet Kiss there off of quality. As this Drago is going down. Big burst by Evoli. Evoli getting that, and they're able to push this top pad. Maybe Evoli can get a big 30 cap considering this increased score speed. But Kaio is looking in this bush with the submission. Sweet Kiss doesn't do anything as he's trying to backshot them. Pulls quality off with the telekinesis off of Ace too. Really good combo there as this Mewtwo is the only person up going in with the Sweet Kiss, but probably not able to do much there as the Sweet Kiss pulling them into the Mewtwo. Oh, is able to live though. Good Budwolf movement there. As
Yeah.
they have this game looks a lot closer than the last game here.
Yeah, wolves
sure.
definitely being quite similar to dogs, and what you would say is to never mind.
No, finish that. On stream, finish that. Say it.
We've got Charizard ripping this objective. He has his Unite
Okay.
move. Yeah, it's really strong from Arson. What we saw earlier is the reason that this is in such a drastic situation as this Charizard dives this pad on the Absol. Maybe going to see the ult come out, but the Absol ult comes out first, potentially trying to stop the Zard from being able to ult him, but the Lecky walks in as a result of the intangibility there, and the Charizard not opting to score it despite having his ult here. Going to go back for the berries and maybe try again for the score, or just play safe and not try and get caught here. Curious to see, we don't have the slower Unite, and Absol walks away, leaving the Charizard a free path. See if Backshot Man is able to arrive and backshot him just fast enough so that he can't get the Alecki score, and he is. Backshots!
Well, you were so enthralled by Backshot Man as the Charizard ult pops up. There was actually a big fight up in the choke right above with Evoli getting a really good Leafeon ult and a double kill. As Backshot Man grabbing the Charizard, hitting him, and Charizard going down to Backshot Man as well. Quality trying to come in and save him, but unable to, as Security gets the Archie ult combo. Only a combo of, what was that, 6, 9? He has 9. Combo of 9. Huge.
Yeah, gonna push this pad on Secret Tech and even break exactly from Radis on this Absol.
Something I'd love to see is for this company to never just try and be on anyone but this Mewtwo. I understand there that the Umbreon went down and he had to hop onto someone else, but just like maybe leave there would have been something better there. But good Slowbro ult hitting that Charizard as another Mewtwo ult pops out to try and save that Zard, but unable to again as this Comfey is here to try and help whittle down this Slowbro, but Slowbro just walking away again slowly. This bro is very slow and he's just alive.
Yeah.
As Security is waiting to gank out of this bush and just pop up and kill everybody, as this Comfey is not able to make it out.
Yeah, playing with the Mewtwo Y again on this Comfey. Really interesting, ends up hopping off too far, and since Mewtwo is a ranged attacker, not able to go back in and pick up the Comfey. I do believe that Charizard would have died without the Slowbro Unite there, but it's a good Unite nonetheless. I believe he thought that the Zard had an ult of his own that he could potentially extend onto that situation. We see the Slowbro going down in this jungle, not ever able to reset and refresh that HP bar, so it's hard. And they're going to take the 4v5 fight into the Charizard ult. These guys are fucking inters. What the balls?
Yeah, that was...
Monkey and Kaio might be some ass. That's not surprising from the Kaio perspective, but I expect more from Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey, I'm very surprised that he decided to make that big misplay. But Kaio, you obviously expect it from him.
Yeah.
As... Again, we're just walking in as Security, going into the Zard, trying to get an Urgy ult off, but not able to get the kill, and he was guaranteed dead no matter what there. As Evoli getting picked up by Ace, but no follow-up there because his entire team is inted, and Ace going down as
everyone
well.
Going in one by one after another into the 5-man of Arson, and that's how you make a comeback, is pick out these individual members with all 5 of your team.
As Kaio going in again, missing a few things, and maybe going down for this, as he's trying to pull up a big backshot! Going down is Evoli to the backshots. Kaio getting huge numbers there. As this Zard is almost hitting 13, which would be really big for them, as another Slowbro ult comes out. But they do have Comfey to stun them after they come out of that ult. And, oh wow, still going down on that Zard, as Comfey goes down as well.
Yeah, going down, like... Oh, fuck. What goes down? Like a drawbridge, I guess?
Yeah, it would have been a lot cleaner if you said that any faster.
Do those things go? Does the drawbridge go down?
Yeah, I think Ace could have walked that entire map back and forth on Slowbro faster than you could have finished that sentence.
Oh.
Nice, good comms. As Secret Tech is taking this, Lecky is pushing into their tier 2, which has still 91 points to cap on it. It would be really interesting to see if they could make a push out of this, as they're not even electing to. They're just taking this Regirock, setting up for this Ray fight, Groudon fight, as some would say, but fuck that. That
for
takes
sure,
too many syllables.
They take this bottom Regieleki as well as taking this bottom Regi in the top path. Of course, traditionally bottom Regi in the Regirock. Gonna give them a rock buff, which is gonna make them rock hard for this Ray fight.
Yeah, as we know, Kai always does with these back shots here.
For sure, but he's a little bit late on the ult, so not going to be able to give these guys back shots for a little bit until he finds that ult.
Get it.
Oh, he got it. Never mind.
Yeah, he's prepared. Hopefully waiting for somebody to take this jump pad, but Evoli a little too smart for Kai in his rock hard back shots here. And not taking that jump pad, just farming up, trying to get that level 14 on the lead poke and do a ton of damage here. As they're just waiting, biding their time, which is really good for Secret Tech here.
Yeah, I'd love to see Quality maybe play for this level 12, of course, being a big power spike for the Umbreon. But it doesn't look like he's going to do it. Instead, Backshot Man goes in and finds the Leafeon. We see the Leafeult come out in the Absol.
We saw Slow Smoke come out of that Comfey there as well. A lot of resources used for the side of Arson, as Radis is looking for a nice backup on that Absol as well. We did use Absol ults, but we have 4 ults on the side of Secure Tech.
Yeah, really good macro on how to setting up.
Big Slowbro ult on that Charizard. That's a really good pick here, as Charizard's still staying alive, trying to live with his Comfey. Big Comfey shield, but then Security jumping over the wall, taking out that Zard, and also trying to take out this Comfey as Comfey lashes onto Evolia and getting away.
Yeah, surging strikes from Security. Of course, when Kai was in the lobby, he likes to call it surging strokes. And
was he actually? What? I've never heard that.
No, I just came up with that.
Okay, that's great.
It's kind of funny.
Like we are able to do math and overdunk that tier 2 as well on Secret Tech, and put them in a massive lead.
Yeah, this game over.
Pretty much, it's just unwinnable at this point. Secret Tech has won the game. It is 2-0. Meaning that they could still take the game. Arson has a chance to try and make a comeback, try and take one game. Who knows if they're mentally boomed to this point? Who knows what they're thinking? But if they keep their cool, if they think of maybe a draft plan to take down the Secret Tech roster, I think they can do.
Yeah, for sure.
That was much closer than game 1.
Arson are gonna have to not get arsenical here in this and.
You already made that joke.
I did. Bad,
so.
Damn.
Yeah.
Arson are gonna are playing like they downed a whole bottle of arsenic.
That's better, but you delivered it bad. Try again.
Arson here playing like they downed a whole bottle of arsenic. Wow.
Yeah, in stream.
Okay. Oh, looks like we're not gonna cover game number 3 here. Sorry, fellas. I got put in jail by the bad joke police. I think if Arson can win, then they won't lose. Yeah, and that's why we have you as an analyst here, Gio. So
yeah, Gio, you want to come in the VC real quick?
Yeah, you can talk about. Gio,
if you join any VC, I can have you analyze in between games here if you want.
Yeah. Number 1 analyst, Gio. Mr. Fries. We're gonna see when both teams are ready here. Which team? I think Arson gets to choose sides again, and
Arson might want top side once again. We'll see.
They are in this first pick spot currently, but it could always change.
Oh my god.
He said G. He said G.
Who said G? I mean, yeah, you better go quick before this game starts.
Gio said G. He said one
Yeah,
second.
that's why I was talking to him.
Rat said Kaio is BRB. He's probably... Never mind.
You can all fill in the blanks there and think about what you were about to say.
Yeah. I actually don't think I would like to say that one off stream, so I definitely won't say it on stream, but I'll let everyone think about it. I've got 2 DMs from Radis. Let's see what they say. Never mind, I have 17, and they're all R. So I think that he's ready.
Okay.
And I'm ready as well, and since I don't care about arson, and they already said R, I'm going to start the game. Maybe we won't see the Latios ban again. I think that is a bit old-timey here,
Yeah.
but we'll have to see.
I would like to hear what our analysts would like to say about this draft here.
Yo, Gio, analyze.
Hello,
bitch,
Goonmaster
man.
Geo Fries.
Goonmaster here, and as the analyst of this very important tournament, I believe that Arson can win because, like, if they don't lose, then they win. You know.
Okay. What do you think they have to do to not lose here in this game?
I think they have to like score more points.
Oh, thank you, analyst Geo Fries.
I wouldn't have
your-
thought of that. And that's why
for your
he's the
very
analyst.
Valuable insight.
Actually, we are looking for a coach for Goofy Goobers if you're interested, Gio.
He's gone.
Oh, my bad.
He gave his piece and left.
Fucking Gio. Yo, Gio, you're the GOAT, bro. Okay, 1P on the Blissey, similar bands, actually exactly the same bands, minus that Slowbro. The Slowbro does get locked in, not what it was last game. I don't even remember what the pick was, but very similar bands and a similar-ish draft so far. We have the Blissey picked before the Charizard, and we have the Lax and the Hoopa slammed on in with the Crustle coming in next.
I do like this draft from Secret Tech so far, picking that Hoopa and the Lax. As Monkey again, hovering that... I'm sorry, did Monkey swap accounts?
Did he die? Did he? Or did
Yeah.
he change his name?
Was name changed? I'm gonna assume.
I guess he swapped accounts.
Well, yeah, because you can't change your name in
Yeah, I don't know
custom.
how that happened.
Jesus Christ, Monkey's something else. And
Dude,
Budwell
Juan?
and Pelion, I'd like to see how well this goes here. Especially, it seems pretty good here. But Radis being last pick can have the chance to dive this intel if he picks anything but what he's hovering right now.
That being said, I am a huge fan of the Ceruledge pick here. Oh,
I'm not. I think that's bad here. Terrible, actually.
I really like the Ceruledge, actually. I think it's very good into the Blissey, Crustle, and the Zard, and you just aren't going to be quite as good into the other two, but still going to be solid matchups. But he does end up going with the Scyther instead, see how that ends up going.
I think it's bad in the Blissey if Blissey goes Safeguard, which he should have gone. But never mind, it's fine now. Doesn't matter. Scyther. Scyther better here.
We see the eject button put on potentially. Well, no, he's not going to go Skizzer. He's going to go Scyther, but he's eject for some reason, which is probably good. I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't need full heal here. I would rather have him be X attack in this situation, but...
Oh yeah, their comp has no CC. Good choice, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the X attack might be a little bit better, but we'll see what this eject is able to do. Maybe there's some sort of tech with the ultimate or the sword stance, because I do think he might go with a sword stance.
And you just said ultimate again. Ultimate ability.
Fuck.
What is with you in saying that?
I don't know, man. It sounds professional.
Using his ultimate ability.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, what do you think the tempo is going to be on the early game here? Considering that they have the Zard gank, which last game wasn't very strong, do you think they're going to put that Leafeon in jungle maybe? And the Zard top lane to swap it
Yeah,
up?
I hate to say it, but I have to think that this is going to be a bit of a really, really hard game to play for, what is their name? For Arson. It's going to be tough. Of course, we have Kaio on the Hoopa and Security on the Blaziken, which is quite an interesting thing. Of course, Kaio known for his Blaziken, and Security a pretty decent Hoopa, and Kaio not a very decent Hoopa. So it's very interesting to see this character lineup, for sure. But we'll see how it ends up working out. We do have a good Astonish there and a good other thing, and this bot lane going really, really good for Secret Tech. They end up killing the Crustle. Yeah, all of this early game, the Scyther, both lanes, and the Scyther both looking really good for Secret Tech in the draft and in the gameplay. What do you think?
I think that was a very good analysis of Hoopa's moves there. As you said, a good Astonish and a good other thing, as nobody knows what it's called, obviously. That is what it's just called, is other thing.
Yeah, for sure. I think that one might be the Fists of
Other
Fury. I was trying to think of the ult move to be funny, but I couldn't even think of the name of that.
Yeah, you're doing real good. Really
Scyther
good
setting
today.
up for the reverse gank, as I'm coining the term. See if he ends up catching anyone here, but not gonna. Maybe looking to catch this Zard when he runs back to his own jungle.
Yeah, that would be
is
a really
the
good pick up. But Scyther is level 6 here, but so is Pixel on that Zard as they're just pushing up here.
And
He's
Monkey runs
trying
it
to
down.
defend this goal, and just picking off Budwolf as Rat, but not able to fight this Zard as the Zard is Fire Punch here.
Trying
Rat
to, nonetheless. And
probably
almost
has to
dies.
back up here. I think that was some insane gameplay.
Trying
that
to
Kaio
see.
is there again.
I think he would have
put him
been fine either way, but could have gone disastrous in a different sort of situation. Of course, he does have this jungle XP. Denying the Zard his 7 before this Drago, I think, is a lot of the reason that he was scrapping with him there, buying the time for the Zard to not be clearing jungle and them to just take the Drago uncontested. Evoli showing up a little bit late with that Leaf Blade. Security looking for a cap, seeing the Leafeon in mid, reacting really slowly to the fact that the Leafeon's there and turning around very late and gets chunked for a lot of his HP.
Ooh, a big engage on that Zard. Zard just trying to do damage, chunk him down, but Kaio able to get that Phantom Force out, so Rat is able to escape that situation that he put himself in again.
Yeah, we do see double hit on the Scyther, notably.
Unfortunate Phantom Force there that Kaio just used, almost killing his Scyther, but he did just only kill himself.
Yeah, and that's why I'd love to see Security on this Hoopa. Not only because Kaio's a phenomenal Blaziken, but...
Well. You did beat him in the Blaze 1v1, so that tells you enough.
Well, I mean just by comparison to his other picks. Obviously, he's not going to be phenomenal on anything, but...
That's true, he is Kaio.
Yeah. Oh, Monkey
Sorry,
dies to that wall from Quality.
Good wall from Quality. That was a quality wall right there.
Yeah, it was a
As
Quality.
Picking into that 7. Yeah, that's what the joke was. You don't have to make it less
Fuck
funny.
you.
That
I made it more funny. I made it more funny. Ripping objective on Radis. He goes down and he hits the flattest. He's gonna secure here probably. Oh no! Missing the snipe shot block from Rat. He ends up being forced to ult here just to live. Really misplayed from Rat. Could have easily blocked that snipe shot on the Reggie and then just secured it with his dashy washy movie woovie. Gonna kill the Crustle though after Monkey goes down.
Man, that was a roller coaster of interactions and casting there. I didn't even know what was happening. As Rat also has this
Yeah, I've been talking a lot about
oh no, he doesn't.
these Pokemon using their ultimate attacks, but that was my ultimate attack, Confusion.
Yeah.
So
Also,
Pulling out.
that circles back to the name of Hoopa's early move, Confusion.
oh, I got it. I figured it out.
You figured it out in your confusion, some would say.
Yeah.
As Rat is getting jumped on as this Zard misses ult, hits Kaio.
Yeah, I believe that's auto-targeting there.
As Monkey able to escape the Zard ult as well. Zard 1 HP, not able to get much out of the ult, has to just retreat and farm back up that Unite move, or ultimate ability, as some would say, as Quality hitting a really good X scissor there. Max, say the joke now.
Quality X scissor there.
Yeah, man. Anyway,
Arson, you gonna
looks
break
like
this top pack?
Arson is capping in this top hat, putting themselves in the lead for the first time in the set. That is a really, really good cap if they can just play passively with this Inteleon, with this Leafeon Solar Blade. This is the place that they like to play at. They like to play in this point lead. As our analyst Geofries was actually saying before the game, they need to score some points. Put some more points. They can win the game if they're ahead in points. They're obviously listening to the GOAT, the smartest player in the universe, Geofries.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame Secret Tech at all for accusing Arson of stream sniping after this, as they are perfectly replicating Geofry's advice. And that, of course, would be completely cheating, as Geo is a mastermind, and he could not.
Yeah, definitely. Also known as Goonmaster.
Goonmaster, Goonmaster Geofries, notably, yeah.
Yeah, if you'd like to refer him in his scientific name. As Radis missing his ult on anybody, as the Blissey ult comes out on a volley, this Regirock is getting chunked. Will they have enough secure, as they've used all their E-balls already, and a volley having that Blissey ult damage buff and that Solar Blade to secure very easily, as they're getting that Leafeon ult out on security going down, and a volley just keeping alive as this Blissey is just healing them up. This is a really good fight for Arson, as they are actually behind in points now because of these back caps, but it doesn't last long enough. They put that Raichu ult out, but went down, so it didn't matter. It got doing that math as well. Max would be so amazed.
Yeah, definitely. I am so amazed. Something to note is that was sort of a trade. We saw the Lecky go in with a good double cap over from Secret Tech while that was happening. But the kill trade goes extremely Arson favored. To see if Ace is going to take this away with a heavy slam. Doesn't. He's very late on that. But too much secure from Arson. Very justifiable.
Yeah, again, great secure timing with that Inteleon Snipe Shot and the Leaf Blade there. Leaf Blade, Solar Blade combo.
Yeah. And the level's skewing slightly towards Secret Tech here, but notably there's no yellow dots on their side, and all the yellow dots on
I don't know, I would disagree here, as you'll see in like 40 seconds here, you'll see Pixel hit us 13, and all of Arson will be like 13, 12.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah,
but
so I gotta cut you off before you say it, and then act like I'm smarter.
Yeah, fuck you. You're pulling an IMAX, bro.
Ace losing his focus band there is actually pretty rough. That's into time. How much time is that into? When does it come back?
Focus band timers, I don't know, like a minute or some shit, so probably like 130, 120.
Hey, there we go. 120, yeah.
Nailed it.
First try, baby.
Rat is going to be 14 for this raid fight. It's going to be a lot relying on him to see if
that is really big, because Monkey just got his level 12.
Yeah, gonna see if we can feed this Raichu his 13 before the race starts. Definitely gonna be a priority here. To see if we can get one more wall farm, one more buff, anything for Monkey on this Raichu is gonna be huge.
Yeah, he's really trying, because that 13 is really broken for that Thunderbolt as well. Oh, wow. Rat already killing a volley out of screen. I didn't see that. Security 1 HP having to base. A volley went down with ulting as well.
Yeah, so what happened there? Was we saw a really, really big blaze kick into the wall, hitting both people from security, and Rat ends up following up.
Monkey in a lot of trouble here, as he's just getting ran at, as Kaio trying to do that portal, but he was so late on that ult, he was just so late. I don't know what he was doing there with that, as Monkey already was dead as that portal comes out. Blissey ult trying to save a volley this time from destruction, as Radis is on top of a volley trying to stay alive, as this Blissey Rain is just pumping in so many numbers on that, as Radis trying to escape. We did not see the Charizard ult happen there on Radis. We really needed it to happen there, as they are behind in points here.
Yeah, definitely should have slammed down that Charizard ult the moment we saw that Scyther being the most important kill for sure. Monkey kills the Intel, and the Charizard ult comes out on the Blaziken though. Scyther going around for another sneaky cap, potentially going to give this Groudon away. At least gonna give a flip away, gonna cap on the Blaziken and the guy, and it looks like they are gonna give this Groudon.
I mean, I think that's the correct play here, is them putting themselves in the lead once again, not caring about this Groudon, because they do have Monkey in the pit to try and secure it, but even if he doesn't get it, he can get some kills just like that, and they can give up this Groudon. They only have 15 seconds to cap 300 points just to win, and they do have to kill security. They have to get some kills, and they only have 10 seconds left. It's not enough. Secret Tech does win this game once again.
Yeah, and the Secret Tech was the friends we made along the way. Of course, the friend in question being Ace, filling for them tonight and 1v9ing the entire series.
And of course, our special guest GeoFries, which we had no intention of bringing him on, but that was amazing. Are we doing an interview with Secret Tech, or what's going on with that?
I think it would be up to them. I'd actually love to do a solo interview with Kaio about how bad he is, but
oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe if we could pull
we
that
have
one
that
off.
happen.
Yeah, okay, sounds good to me.
Okay, we have analysis. Apparently, what's this?
What's up? Okay, I guess nothing. Hi, Onion.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Did you want
What's
to
up?
say something about the game or some shit?
I'm here for the interview, bro.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Hey, how'd you do?
Yeah, how was the game today?
Yeah, I feel like I performed really well.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. That, so I gotta ask you about your performance here. What was going through your head when you asked that 1 billion lions question? A really good play from you in that game.
I was honestly just trying to throw arson off their game. I figured if they were stream sniping, which they were, they would be distracted by like shitty comms. But then game 3, it got kind of scuffed for a little while because they were listening to GeoFries, which was a little unfortunate. I think you should ban arson from the league.
Yeah, I mean, of course, anything GeoFries says is like gospel, so.
Amen.
Amen. So I think spreading it with the people is never going to be so bad, despite, it almost aiding them into a Game 3 win.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay.
All right.
Good interview.
Now we have the backshot man coming in here.
Yeah.
Backshot.
Backshots. Kaio, how did you find yourself in those few games? I've got to ask you one question to start off. What was the thought process behind that inting hoop vault in game number 3 that almost cost you guys the game?
Okay.
What the fuck is Rat doing here? Get this man out of here.
We have the Rat join.
I kicked him.
Well, I'm
There you
not
go.
gonna sit here and lie that was like B Koopa gameplay. Like, obviously, I have not played them on in like a long time.
we know
Secret
this.
Tech is fucking dead, but okay.
Wait.
That was
Okay, so well, answer the question.
Yeah.
what? You mean the mid game one or the late game one?
The late game. Both.
Late game. I was really late on it. I was trying to save Monkey.
Yeah.
But Monkey died, which
Yeah.
is not his fault, right? That's mainly on me. Second one, it was ready. It was for pressure, I think, to get security down here. But
Yeah.
Loki, that was a really bad positioning because
I
now
mean-
they came back, and then security went in, and like 4 of them were right on top of it.
So, yeah, with that endgame ult, did you not like sort of get the Mexican mind link between you and Monkey in that situation, or was it?
Oh, of course, the fabled
You see,
Mexican line.
the long distance between me and Monkey affected that signal.
Oh, the
So,
connection,
like,
yeah.
I had ping on.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's why you ulted so late. Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's
The
fair.
Mexican thing, dude.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
anyway, Hoopa, no, not the best. I like my Machamp though.
yeah,
I
we
am
did.
known
We
for
enjoyed
backshot,
that.
so.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, you should re-listen to that stream. We
Oh
know.
yeah. How were you feeling being rock hard in that game number 2 Ray fight? Going into it, how did you feel?
Well,
Confident,
it's,
maybe?
Certainly a euphoric feeling, if I'm honest. You know, wait, actually, we were mid draft, and then I'm like, wait, Machamp, and then Rat was like, yeah, and I'm like, Machamp, and then Rat was like, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And after being rock hard in the game number 2, in the end of game number 2, what was the reasoning for you having to be right back before game number 3?
Well, I don't know if I should discuss this in stream, but I was holding in a really fat fucking piss, and I had to.
All right. Thank you. If AJ has any questions about some of your famous ints in this series,
I
you
think
sure?
No, I
you
don't
would
think-
have a lot. I think
Yeah, I
you
don't
would
think
have too
I don't
many.
think I can follow up after what just happened. I think we should just call it there and hope everyone's minds are wiped after what I just heard.
Yeah.
Well, I would agree with you.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for tuning into the stream of the Zygarde League here. We got a lot of views, so maybe I'll actually do more, even though, it's pretty fun too. I remember how fun this is, so I might cast some more Zygarde League matches. Maybe. Although I think a lot of it was because AJ was here with me. Always a good time.
I'm never showing up again. That was ass.
So, thank